Namaste, angels. Thank you for joining, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it. If you are not yet a subscriber, please do consider hitting both the subscribe button and the bell button to have the best chance of ensuring that you receive notifications every time I put up a new video, particularly these astrological readings, since that must be what you're into because you're here. Hi, Aries, or Aries sun, moon, rising, someone dating an Aries, someone involved with an Aries. Hello to you. Thank you for coming to the channel and for hanging out with me and checking out the video. So this week, or these 2 weeks, beginning tomorrow, November 4th through Sunday the 17th, meaning I'll be back November 18th, that Monday. This is your reading, Aries, and the card that most directly represents you over this period is the Four of Swords upright. When the Four of Swords upright shows up, it means you need a break. Or, you could benefit from a break or some rest, some recovery, perhaps. Other people may be like pulling at you, trying to get your time, maybe a whole bunch of people. We have this Four of Swords crossing, for example, in your position of love and relationships, the 10 of Cups. So there may be a lot of people who want your time, want your attention. They feel good around you. They want you to feel good around them. There's love in the air when, you're around. But you need moments to yourself too. Like it just, it can be too much. Although the 10 of Cups is a beautiful card and it signifies, happiness, love and happiness. We all need a break. We all need space and time for ourselves. We need boundaries and all those sorts of things. So that's what the Four of Swords is saying. It's sitting here atop the Page of Pentacles in your position of work and finance. So that may mean you need a break from work. You need a vacation. That can be. And if you're taking a vacation, you're planning a vacation, you may want to do that, with family and or loved ones, with the 10 of Cups sitting here next to that Page of Pentacles. Very rare occasion. Four of Swords upright can be about jail, someone close to you being in jail, going to jail. And with it sitting next to the Emperor, which can represent like government agencies and authority, figures for me could be that somebody has a legal situation, perhaps. Somebody in your family, a close friend and or family member, a loved one is in jail or potentially on their way there. Or maybe with the Nine of Swords in reverse as your overall energy soon to come out. Like this difficulty could be over soon. I did not realize, but behind it is also the Nine of Swords, which is a card of worry, can even be paranoia, a need for sleep, similar to the Four of Swords, but it's in reverse, like that coming to an end. Also, in reverse behind that, the Sun, Major Arcana card 10, the Sun, which the Sun is the Sun. It's always, positive. But the benefits that we get or whatever we gain from the Sun upright, it just may not be as strong. Like the Sun in reverse is just not as strong as the Sun upright. So the like surprises, the blessings may just be a little bit, smaller when it's in reverse. This is another family card too. I usually don't even look at the cards and point out the cards that are in reverse, but I just found it interesting that both nines were there. Both of these two nines that can be about struggle and difficulty were there. And then the Sun saying things might work out. And then another 10, similar to the 10 of Cups, we have the 10 of Pentacles upright. This card is also often about family and assets and feeling content and surrounded by love. And in the moment, not wanting or needing for anything, particularly money or the material. You're just, even keel. And then we have upright behind that, the Ace of Swords. I'll stop here. Ace of Swords tends to be a card that shows up on the heels of difficulty, like when we're getting over difficulty and we finally made it. So it's like, yeah, mama, I made it. It's, it's a card of victory and triumph over the troubles that we've experienced, that they're over. It's also a card of truth So getting to the truth of a matter, using the sword to cut through any bullshit and to come to some sort of clarity, which can also be what the sun is about, again, whether upright or in reverse. So some truth could come out. Somebody could come to some sort of clarity, and maybe that is helpful in a situation with regard to a loved one that is in jail or in danger of going there. But again, that's like a rare occasion. But what is not as rare, what's more frequent, when this Four of Swords doesn't refer to you directly, it can also mean that somebody close to you, somebody in your life, rather than you pulling away and needing a break, they're going to pull away from you. They need the break. They need some space. Or it can also be about illness. Somebody, maybe they're pulling away because they have to, because their illness during the hospital or something. And the sun can be about medical issues for me too. Maybe even things like cancer and something where you need radiation, chemotherapy, or a test to be performed involving like an MRI, a CAT scan, a sonogram, something coming up with that. Also, possibly for some people, again, that's going to be not as much as others that need to pull away from you, or you having a desire to pull away from others and maybe society as a whole to take a break. In some cases, that can be with a partner, with your romantic interest, with your romantic partner, because again, this Four of Swords is crossing the Ten of Cups. Normally, when the Four of Swords shows up with regard to love and relationship, it means that even in your relationships, you may need a break. You may need a break from the person with whom you're dealing, and you still may. But if you do, I'm going to say it's short, and it's not like, we need a break in terms of a break up. It's just like, I need today. I need a moment. I need some space. I got to make some boundaries. Like we can't be joined at the hip. We can't spend every minute of every day together. I'm just feeling overwhelmed by my life in general, and I need to focus on me a little bit. And that's okay. Like, be comfortable doing that, Aries. You also may be feeling disconnected from your relationships, those of you who are in one, or from your social life, those of you who are single, based on the fact that the Page of Pentacles is here. Also upright. Yes, it is in the position of your work in finance, but I'm just looking at it separate and apart from that for a moment. The fact that it's sitting here next to the Ten of Cups. When the Page of Pentacles shows up, in relation to love, it can mean that a relationship has like lost its spark, its shine, its excitement. You're kind of bored in the situation. That's definitely something to talk to your partner about, and that may be, again, why you want to break. Maybe you want to think about the relationship. Do I want to continue it? Am I happy? However, again, the Ten of Cups, as it relates to love, is for those of you who are single, it's definitely a positive omen and an indication that not only might you meet somebody in the very near future over this 2 weeks, because this is a reading for 2 weeks, but that they may be in like a social setting. Maybe when you go out with friends, or you're at a friend's house or a family member's house, or event or something, a gathering, is where you may meet this person who you have a very good potential of having an amazing relationship with, just full of love. If you're already in a relationship, some sort of connection with somebody, and you're worried about the connection, you don't know how they feel about you, you're questioning it, maybe you're even questioning how you feel about them. The Ten of Cups is still an indicator that you really have nothing to worry about. And the worry may be connected to the Nine of Swords in reverse. You may come to realize in the near future that you had nothing to worry about, or hopefully you'll come to realize it now. I'm telling you, you have nothing to worry about with the Ten of Cups showing up upright in relation to love. You're on the same page, and the relationship has the makings, for a potential long and happy one full of love. So the Emperor, I didn't talk about him, right? Well, I did briefly. I said he can be authority. He can be a father figure. He may be an actual father. He also comes across to me as a married man, a divorcee, a widower, the marrying kind, marriage material. But he's older, potentially. So if some of you are interested in an older person, maybe that's why you have to think about it, or they're interested in you and you're trying to decide, like, what to do. Don't just automatically count them out because of age, or maybe you're the older one. Don't count yourself out because of age, or don't count them out because they're younger than you. There is, again, room for a very amazing relationship here. So give it some careful consideration. Otherwise, the Emperor is the representation of your direct energy. It represents the sign of Aries in the tarot, but it's in the position of like energy that is surrounding you. So it could be your energy, or, you know, more indirectly something that's affecting you or impacting you. And where it is, it may specifically be an older person in your life who's, you know, yeah, they believe in rules and order and all this kind of stuff. And that could get on your nerves. But they are trying to help you and trying to show you that there's like a time and place for order. There's a time and place for rules. And, you know, if you follow some of what they're trying to teach you, you know, you'll be better off. That's what they're trying to show. And this could be somebody at work, or again, a father figure, your actual father, or somebody who's perhaps interested in you romantically, or with whom you're involved romantically. Also, this father could be the person, for those of you that small, like I said, rare number of people for whom these cards are representing like some sort of illness or something. It may be one's father, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff like that. Oh, somebody's father could be in jail too. I mean, let's keep it real. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff like that, like somebody's father is ill. And I even had clients whose father passed away, sadly, over the past couple of weeks. So, and what do I want to say about the illness with the sun in reverse? I see happy outcomes ultimately, you know, again, with the 10 of Cups here. But, you know, it may be a process. With the Page of Pentacles, the earth energy is all about like slow and steady wins the race. So, you know, it may be, whereas the sun upright, if we had the sun upright with relation to medical issue or something like that, I'd be saying like right out of the gate, boom, everything's going to be fine. And I don't feel that everything's not going to be fine. I just think that it may take some time. So there may be a process, and maybe even an actual procedure, maybe involving knives, an operation that's necessary before this person is fine. Yeah. To go over to your advice cards, we have the Devil. Take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit. The Devil represents the sign of Capricorn in the tarot. And we do have the Page of Pentacles here in your position of work and finance, which reminds me, I didn't talk about the Page of Pentacles. Really, I'm so sorry. Well, I didn't talk about it in relation of work and finance. So let me do that now. The Page of Pentacles for work, similar to what I was just saying about slow and steady wins the race, that's going to apply. Like the news, pages bring news, right? And so the news that the Page of Pentacles brings in overall is good news. But at the same time, like I said, with the Four of Swords upright, and particularly with these cards showing up together, one atop the other, you might be like overwhelmed and just feeling like you have too much to do. And, you know, it's just, you can't really take it. You know, it's just becoming like too much. Don't panic. You are capable of this work, and just get in there and do it. It just may feel like more work than there's time to do, or, you know, it requires more people than you, and you can't cut yourself in little pieces, but you are capable of getting to this. It's just going to take you applying yourself, and you can do that. If you have an opportunity, or, you know, there's a way to ask somebody for help, then you should do that too. You should, you know, if there's a way to get some kind of assistance, you should take it. And maybe it's this older, again, likely gentleman who is able to assist you, but you might not like the way he's going about it. He may be giving you like, well, you got to follow this step and this step, and you may want to skip some steps. if you're in a position where you need the help, go ahead and listen to him. Because again, you will be better off for it ultimately. And he does want to help, even though he seems a little domineering. You know what I mean? And it may be a matter just of you having to fall back from love and romance or dating or something for a moment, because there's so much going on at work. And the Emperor can be about like mind over matter or mind over heart. Like I have to give my attention and dedication to an issue right now. And I got to put my emotions and my feelings aside. So even though my love and or social life is going so well, I got to pull back for a second because I got to put my attention toward work. So again, let me pick up this devil card because I had started with that. There, take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit. Maybe again, you need to pull away because this wonderful love life or potential for one is tempting, but it could get you in trouble right now because you got work to do and you're trying to, build your nest egg and all that kind of stuff, and your finances. In relation specifically to finances, aside from work, again, the Page of Pentacles is good news. It's a good omen. If it's not about actual money or material coming to you, like something of value of coming to you, like a grant, a scholarship, an opportunity, a raise, a bonus, chance to learn something from someone else, to apprentice, maybe to sit near this Emperor, to sit near this older person or person who's been at the job or at the job, they've been there physically or they've been doing that type of work for far longer than you and have something to teach you about it. That opportunity is worth something. Their time is valuable and that may be what you get. But, so make sure that you are using your mind over matter and over matters of the heart to make your decisions as it relates to this so that you don't get caught up playing around instead of, putting your efforts toward your work and bettering yourself, your, personal focus and improving you. Also, your other card is, okay. Well, your other card is Trilogy of Light. But just now when I went to pick it up, I didn't only pick up the one card, I picked up two, and then that revealed another, what feels like more fire energy, your element, fear. So a bunch of you may be fearful of, again, I just feel like you're overwhelmed. That's why you need the break. So fearful of all the things that are on your plate, all the people that want your attention, all the things that want your attention, and how am I going to do all this? Just remember that you're not alone. You have Guardian also here upright, and there's more fire element energy coming through with this card. You are supported. Also upright behind that is the Mystic, and the Mystic for me is very High Priestess / like star. It's a very healing energy. So hearing a healing energy of like restorative energy, restoration to you. Getting back to yourself, getting back to feeling like yourself and whole and able to think, but also, she's super intuitive and intelligent and communicative and can definitely handle whatever situation is coming her way because she just got so many things to draw upon, intellect and intuition and gut feelings and what her heart says, just so many things to look to and then decide what the next step is. And there's more Aquarius energy coming out here for you. Inner child. And same thing with this inner child. There is earth energy, water energy, and air energy all coming in, like emanating from this card. And of the air signs, particularly the sign of Aquarius, which is about communication, dreams coming true, wishes being granted, prayers being answered, something from your childhood, an idea, something that you've always wanted to do could be, coming to fruition, or at least in the beginning stages. Over these next 2 weeks, some sort of idea you had that's going to lead to material or financial abundance and growth. Maybe love, work, something in your work, matters of the earthly. A lot of healing energy coming to you, head to toe, with transience also upright, as well as enchantment. Oh, wow. And the last one is relationship, which says that healing the relationship we have with ourselves, spending time with ourselves, maybe doing some introspection, taking a break, pulling away, not only, goes toward our growth spiritually, emotionally, but also helps us, benefits us in relationships with other people. So that's the guidance for you from these cards. Feel comfortable pulling away. Trilogy of Light, which was actually your card, I almost forgot to do that one, supports what I said otherwise about an idea coming to you. Pay attention to the ideas that come to you over the next couple of days, and it may be something that's coming back from your past, even from your childhood, all the way back to your childhood, some sort of idea, something that you wanted to do. And this could be the period where you start to build upon that in the area of work and or finance. And just keep in mind, again, slow and steady wins the race. So you're going to progress that way. Further to that, divine guidance for the masculine for advice. So there's a need to surrender. And just, again, remember, you're not alone. The universe supports you, and pay attention to the guidance, like that, high priestess like card that showed up for you there. Feminine, for you, your advice from the Universal Love Oracle is celebration. And this card for me is often about ascension and spiritual growth, because it's got this what's a very Pentecostal dove on the front of it. This celebration, again, could be about you being social, spending time with friends and or family at some sort of event or gathering or something. That can, maybe you are celebrating something. It's somebody's birthday, wedding, something like that. Birth of a baby, and that, baby shower or something. That could be where you end up meeting someone. Speaking of meeting someone, masculine, your card from the Fortune Teller's card is, Oracle cards, is love. Love surrounds all of your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. I agree. And again, you have the makings for an amazing relationship here, whether you're partnered or single, one is coming your way. So this is a perfect card for you. And lastly, for those who relate to the feminine archetype, Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. And there's more of this earth energy that's surrounding you. So again, I think this is going to be your major focus right now, work and finance. And you are soon to have an idea, a creative outlet that is going to help to bring about abundance in your life. And it may involve an earth sign, or it may involve another Aries or fire sign like yourself. Sagittarius, Leo, perhaps. I hope that you guys have enjoyed your reading. I'll be back in 2 weeks, like I said, on the 18th. Thanks again for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are not yet a subscriber, please do consider hitting both the subscribe button and the bell button. And if you like any services from me, readings, energy healing, the cool merchandise we have on sale with designs from a bunch of young artists that I work with, all of that information will be in the description box. Thanks. Bye.